Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of TCG Talk, back today with another video on the Everfest spoilers. 2 days ago we went over just all the day one Everfest spoilers, and today, at least as of right now, which is like midday on Thursday, I wanted to give my take on some of the ninja oriented Everfest spoilers, and or ones that could see ninja using. I started with Katsu. Anybody that's been following the channel for a while knows that Katsu is my original hero and still one that I play a lot. Katsu's just not quite as viable in the meta as he used to be, which is why I kind of switched away to Viserai and to Lexi and to things like that. But I really want Katsu to come back. If he does, I'm definitely going to be playing him at a competitive level more often. So these are just some cards that, we could possibly see using in the Katsu meta and why I think they're good in the Everfest meta and as time goes on. So the first one that we're looking at here is 100 wins. 100 wins reads, if the 100 wins was the last attack in this combat chain, this attack gains +1 for each other card named 100 wins you control on this combat chain. So basically, it procs off itself. It's a combo card. It's a 0 for 3 with Go Again by itself. And then if it's comboed, right, it's a 0 for 4, then a 0 for 5, 0 for 6. So in a crazy hand, right, if you have all three red 100 wins, the first one's going to hit for 3, the second one's going to hit for 4, and the third one's going to hit for 5 at 0 costs. This will be really good at red. I probably wouldn't use this at yellow or blue unless you're playing Benji. You could use this. This actually would be good at Benji for yellow or blue because it'd be 2 and 1, and it has Go Again, so it's gonna be really useful for Benji. I think honestly, this card's probably actually better in Benji than in Katsu, but for Katsu, it's really good because it's another combo line that he can use, and if anything, it's a 0 for 3 with Go Again. It's basically a head jab with a better on hit effect, or not on hit effect, but a better plus side that you could possibly get, right? And it combos into Winds of Eternity, which is the second card we're going to talk about. So if 100 wins was the last attack on this combat chain, Winds of Eternity gains +2, and when it hits, shuffle all the cards named 100 wins from your own combat chain to your deck. So basically, if you can combo this with 100 wins, it's a 0 for 4 without Go Again, though. So it doesn't have Go Again. That's the only crappy part. I think this card's not as good. What this card allows you to do is shuffle 100 wins back into your deck, but it has to hit, right? So it's a 4 breakpoint, but they can prevent that breakpoint possibly, right? And then you lose all the 100 wins and you don't have Go Again. Where this card might be better is if you use it with Breeze Rider Boots. Breeze Rider Boots can make it more viable to be able to be used. Because if they allow it to hit, then it will get Go Again from Breeze Rider Boots and you can continue on the chain. But overall, I think 100 wins by itself will just be a good card. I think it's kind of going to replace whoever had three red head jabs in their deck for Katsu is probably going to have 300 wins. I probably maybe would put 1 or maybe 2 Winds of Eternity in my deck, probably 1. So I could just search for it. I don't want to see this card unless I'm searching for it from 100 wins hitting. So that's probably what I would do with that. For the next one, Spring Titans, definitely a Benji card. Definitely not it's a Benji specialization, which is awesome. When Spring Titans hits, draw a card for each other attack action card with 2 or less base you control on this combat chain. Spring Titans is going to be a great card for Benji because it's 2 with Go Again, so it's already a great card. It's yellow pitch. You can use it for Gadachis. You absolutely have to. But where it really does even better is if you couple it with the new ninja equipment head that we just saw. So when attack action you control hits, you may destroy Mask of Pounding Links. If you do, search your deck for an attack action card with 2 or less, banish it, then shuffle. You may play it this turn. Now, I understand this is going to take the spot of Mask of Momentum. And I'm not saying this is better than Mask of Momentum, but you could try using this in, if you do a long combo line with Benji, which with 100 wins and with the Benji specialization, it's going to be a lot easier to do it. And then you search, or you break this and you get the Benji specialization. So let's say you play 100 wins at yellow twice, or 100 wins at yellow and then blue, so it's 2 and 2 or 2 and 3, like with Benji's ability, right? And you've played a couple of them and they've hit, and you have 3 or 4 attacks on the attack chain. Then now you crush Mask of Pounding Links, and all of a sudden you can go get Benji specialization. And then finally with Benji specialization, if you've hit 3 or 4 attacks on that chain, or you have 3 or 4 attacks on that chain, it allows you to draw a lot of cards, which with Benji, that's the name of the game, is drawing cards more so than just dealing a ton of damage. If Spring Titans can help you draw 3 or 4 cards after it's hit, then you can draw 3 or 4 cards and you just keep going on the chain, and it has Go Again naturally. So the way I see this, like after saying all that, is 100 wins. You play us at yellow and blue with Benji, or you can play in Katsu, but with Benji specifically, right? You play 2 or 3 of these type of cards. You have 3 attacks on the chain. You then break Mask of Pounding Links, and you go get Benji's specialization. And then if this hits, then hopefully you draw 4 more cards, and you can almost OTK somebody on their turn if you do it properly. I do think 100 wins and Winds of Eternity are going to give Benji a little bit more flexibility in what he can do, because what Benji's issue has been is he doesn't have a lot of 2 or less cards that have go again. Like you have Scar for Scar if you're under health. You have Soul Bead Strike at blue, right? You have Head Jab at yellow and blue and stuff like that. But that's really about it for the most part. You can do blue leg taps if you wanted to for 2, but it's not as much as you think. So it's going to give him a lot more flexibility and a lot more utilization. I'm super excited to play Benji for the upcoming season. For the next one was Break Tide. So this is definitely going to help with Katsu. It's going to give him a new combo, or like be able to utilize one of his combo lines even better. So right now there's a combo line currently that is Torrent of Tempo and a Rushing River, and then Flood of Force. So now this gives a new meaning to that combo line. So if Rushing River or Flood of Force was the last attack in this combat chain, Break Tide gains +3 Dominate. And when Break Tide hits, banish the top card of your deck until the end of turn. You may play it. So this doesn't have go again. So in order to use that card that you just, you can use it then your next turn. So you either can give this go again with Breeze Wire Boots or with Snapdragon Scalers, and then you can play a card you just brought, or you wait until next turn and then you use it at that, and then you basically could possibly have a 6-card hand if you arsenal properly. So this is going to be really good. It's going to really utilize that combo line a lot more. Flood of Force is one of my favorite cards in the game when it comes to the way it looks. And that whole Torrent Tempo, Rushing River, Flood of Force line isn't bad. It's just never been utilized as much as it could. But now I definitely could see you being able to use 3 Torrent Tempos in your deck with maybe 1 Rushing River and 1 Flood of Force, and then maybe a Break Tide in there just to kind of help out with that. But it does block 3. It's at yellow. You can pitch for Kadachi, so it's going to be really useful for that. And I think it's just going to make his combo lines a little bit better for Katsu. And now with Katsu that we're talking about, we have 100 wins, we have Winds of Eternity, and we have Break Tide. You're going to be able to build a Katsu deck where basically it's all combo cards. I did a quick little deck tech, and this added on the cards that are going to be in the Fab DB website. And you basically can build a deck with about 15 blues, 40 to 41 combo cards, 39 to 38 if you want to make your ratios a little bit different. So anywhere from 38 to 41 combo cards. And then you have 6 to 9 pumps, basically, right? Razor Reflex. You have another pump, which is basically Smashing Good Time that people are going to put in. It's basically a Plunder Run without the draw effect. You can give any attack +3 if it's played from Arsenal. It doesn't have the con that Nimblism has where it's 1 or less. So I could see someone putting 3 Smashing Good Times, 3 Razor Reflexes, and 3 Ancestral Empowerments, and then you have 15 blues, and then the rest is combo lines. It's going to make Katsu a lot harder to play against because you're not going to be able to predict what he's trying to do a lot easier. So yeah, super excited about that. The last card that kind of went over yesterday I think is really good for Katsu, specifically Benji. Either one is play over bigger than that. Only if you have dealt damage this turn. You get to opt 3 at red, 2 at yellow, and 1 at blue. You reveal the top card of your deck. If it has an attack power greater than the amount of damage you've dealt this turn, create a Quicken token. So this is really good if you hit that first Kadachi, then you play bigger than that. You're able to opt 3, put the card on top of your deck that's going to give you what you need. I could see you playing this at yellow. And then you're almost, because since a Kadachi is only 1 attack power, you're almost guaranteed, unless you draw a blue Winds of Eternity that you're gonna, or one of your blues that you're gonna get what you need, and you're basically gonna get a Quicken token and draw a card. So Katsu with this card is going to be able to allow you to draw a lot more. And if you play this with Benji, if you have this card, you have Spring Titans, which allows you to draw cards. You could have Benji turns where you're drawing 5-6 cards a turn, which would be pretty insane overall. But yeah, these are kind of the cards I'm looking at. I think Ninja's going to make a lot bigger resurgence. I think Benji's going to be really good. I think there's going to be some pretty disgusting Benji builds you can make where you're dealing easily 12 to 15 damage a turn. 15 damage where probably 10 of it's unblocked or is unblockable from a hand. So it's going to be really cool to see, where Benji ends up in the meta. I think he's definitely going to go up a little bit. It's going to be really interesting to see. But let me know what your thoughts are on these cards. Let me know what you're most excited about with the set. Is it Ninja, or is it, some of the Warrior cards we've been seeing, a couple of the Brute cards? Is it more just the fun generic theme of the set? Yeah, let me know what you think. If you want, leave a like, comment, subscribe. If not, go to another Fleshback creator, do the same thing for them, so we get more people seeing this game. I'm going to be doing more videos on the Everfest announcements. Hopefully we get some other cool Ninja cards, but we've already gotten some pretty good ones. Yeah, let me know what y'all think of the video, and I will see y'all next time on TCG Talk. Thank y'all so much.